Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you this morning. My name is Teresa Marsh. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in New Bern, North Carolina. I'm hoping to share with you today some really kind of interesting and fun. Let me see if I can do this a little bit. Some interesting and fun ways to use some of the um, paper. It's getting ready. This particular set is getting ready to it's retiring, but it coordinates with um, a stamp and die bundle that is going to be continued, but it's not going to be at the bundle price. So I thought I'd give myself a chance this morning to share with you a little bit about Cheerful Daisies. This is stamp and die set that's currently bundled at, let's see, it's currently bundled at $53. And if you bought the two separately in the upcoming catalog, which it'll be available, but they'll be separate, it would cost you $59. So if you like daisies and all that, it's really a nice bundle. But today we're going to talk about the paper. It's still available. It's on sale. It's not $12.50 anymore. It's $10. So let's look at the paper. All right. Now this first sheet is one I've used a lot already. I've got several packs of this paper, but I only have one sheet of this left. So what can I say? So here's the first side. Here's the second side. I love this paper because it's such a good paper with general colors, if you will, on the one side. Let me turn that way so it looks right side up to you. There we go. General colors on one side, but a nice background watercolor on the other side. I believe that's a little too close, but I don't know if I can get it up a little without getting it all side-goggled. Let's give that a try. All right. This one is great for just creating a card with a piece, the way you want it. And this, of course, is the second side of that. Here's this one. I love the different greens in this. And that copper clay background. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it so well, but this is garden green and peacock, kind of dry stroked back and forth on each other, and it is beautiful. It is just beautiful. This one has got the movie mauve on the background and a wild wheat there, and it has wild wheat on the back. So this one would be a good one to, if you like these colors in particular, this one would be a good one that you might want to use the same way I'm going to use one today. In fact, it would be easier because it's print all over. I'll show you what I mean. This one, front and back, they're not color coordinated much, but it sure are pretty. Look at that. This has got the petal path on the background, lemon lolly and crushed curry on the centers. That's so pretty. And of course, and this is the one we're going to use today. Now, for most folks, this would be an absolutely gorgeous piece to use in a scrapbook, to use as a scrapbook page. It's got the floral at the bottom, the blue at the top, so you've got that sense of a scene there. But for those of us who like to do cards, this one might be a little bit harder to use. And this is what's on the back. Now, you might not be able to see, but this copper clay is used in the center of each of these flowers, and this is copper clay. Now, I'm going to show you how to use a sheet like this that color coordinates or can color coordinate. All right, I'm going to show you how to use that to make some cards and get the most out of your sheet for cards. Taking advantage of that color coordination, the way we're going to do this is we're going to cut a strip 4 inches wide. All right. Okay, we're going to cut the strip 4 inches wide, and we're going to then cut. Okay, it's going to be 4. So we'll have a 4-inch strip. Let me do that for you so we can take a look at this. All right. Sorry you can't see my whole cutter here. Okay, we're going to cut that 4-inch strip. And we're going to cut 5 1/4 lengths. Let's do this way. Okay. So you got 2 at 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to take this piece and cut it in half because we're going to get 2 cards out of this. Now, so you've got a really interesting piece and one that's not so interesting, but this color goes really well with that. So we're going to cut these and mix and match. All right. Corner to corner. If you have an all over print, you don't have to do the mix and match. All right. But when you don't have an all over print, in a case like this where the print is mostly on one side, okay, then you have to do some mix and match. I'll show you in just a second. Let me get this other one cut. Okay. So are you excited about the catalog coming out? For those of you who are my customers, I looked up today and the catalog's coming out on the 1st of April. Have you gotten yours yet? If you haven't, let me know. If you have, then I have got an interesting idea for you. Okay. All right. All right, those are our 2 coordinating papers. But as you remember, this one didn't have much interest on it. Right? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 crisscross cards. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to take those 2 and replace them here and here. And this one is here and here. That way I can get 2 bright and interesting card fronts out of the same. And I'm going to put this on the inside at the bottom. Oops, you can't see that. I'm going to put these little strips inside at the bottom. Well, let me show you how I do that. Let me pick these up. All right. Okay. Now first, we're going to use our standard 8.5 by 11 white cut in half. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. Cut in half. Scored down the middle. Okay. I'll fold that. And what I have found works the best for this, for me, excuse me, is to start with the darker item and go ahead and glue it across so it's centered as much as possible. Okay. You almost hate to put glue on this pretty glue, don't you? But we have to. I may have too much glue on there. We shall see. I'm going to center it as much as I can on that long piece. Put it down. Let's see, down just a little and over. This is why I love this. We short-term call it green glue. It's Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue. It's very forgiving when you go to place your paper or your glue piece or whatever. You know what I mean. Now this, whoops, you cannot see. There we go. Centered, pointing at each other. All right. We're going to bring our other two pieces in and glue them down. The reason we're doing this gluing down first is because there is no way, I don't know about you, but there's no way I would be able to place these if I had them elevated at all. There you go. It's really a lot easier than it looks once you figure out how to go about putting it together so that you end up with good margins. Okay. That helps me to get the margins correct. Now, isn't that cute with that X right down the middle? Isn't that cool? Okay, I like that. One of the options we have with this kind of a look is we get to choose which color we're going to go with for our sentiment. So, what do you think? Should we go with blue? We're going to put it on this label. All right. Should we go with blue or should we go with copper clay? What do you think? Copper clay. Okay. All right, we can do that. We're going to use from the Cheerful Daisies. We're going to use Wishing You the Brightest Birthday. And since this is a photopolymer stamp, we're going to use our Stampin' Up! Our Stampin' Up! Pad here. Wishing you the brightest birthday. And we're going to give it a moment to pop in there. Get that glue set. Ink. Boy, that's got some ink on it. I must have picked up just the right spot on that. My goodness. That's going to need some drying. That was smear. I don't believe I can't remember ever ending up with that much ink on a piece like that. My goodness. I know I know if I turn that over, it's going to, it's going to smear. I don't want it to smear. Mm. Oh, goodness gracious. So let me just place it there for the moment. We're going to put it up on dimensionals to give it some more oomph. One of the things that you can still get from the Daisy Suite is these adhesive back solid gems that match the paper. So what shall we do? Shall we use some blue as a contrast on the brown? Excuse me, copper clay, or should we use copper clay? Now, in one of my prototypes, I used copper clay on the centers of the daisies, and then use the blue here. But I don't like how the copper clay gems look on top of the daisies. So I think I would rather do, if I'm going to do copper clay, I would do them somewhere besides on the daisies, right? Or if I'm going to do blue, I could do it anywhere up here. So what do you think? I think that's going to take me forever for it to dry. I did not realize that ink pad was that juicy. So what do you do when you're on a live and you can't turn your thing over? You do it this way. You put it there. This is where I'm going to put that on dimensionals. So we'll take those off. And we place it very carefully, not smearing, not touching the ink. Okay, now we know better what we're working with. So, shall I do, maybe I should do both. What do you think? I could use the blue here. Here. And here. Those really pop on that copper clay, don't they? Do I want to use any of this on the blue? I don't think I do. I think I like it there without. So we're going to leave that at that. Now, another thing I thought about is whether I want to use any of this jute, copper clay, or the blue. Shall I tie a blue bow, and put it down here to help bring the blue out? I don't think I want copper clay up and down there. How about I tie a bow from the boho blue. That's the color we've got right now. It's the boho blue. That was boho blue. Is that what it was? Which blue was it? Well, it could be Azure Afternoon, boho blue. Could be either one of those. But I have boho blue sitting here. This is boho blue. I am not real adept at tying bows. On the fly. But this stuff is so easy to work with. Okay, let's see how we like that. I'll cut that a little bit short, didn't I? Okay. What if we put a boho blue bow right there. I think I like that. I'm going to take a glue dot and I'll roll it up so I can put it on the back of this. That way I don't have it sticking out and above and beyond. And we're going to put it right there in the middle, right there. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. And one of the things I like about this color combination is that you could use this for a guy or a gal, right? Especially with this rougher bow. You can put a bow with jute like that on a guy's card without it being too much. Without it being too much. Okay? So, let's see what we can do here. There we go. Alrighty. Now, wasn't that simple? A lot simpler than you thought it might be, huh? I love it. I just love it. All right. So what do you think? All right. I was checking to make sure I didn't miss any comments. So if you'd like to shop with me on and pick up you could pick up the whole suite, the embellishments and the stamps and the dies and the paper. You could pick up the whole suite. But if you buy the bundle and buy the paper, if you buy them separately, you'll save money right now. The bundle is 10% off. The paper has been marked down since it's retiring. It's on sale for $10 instead of $12.50. So you could save a good bit of money if you like this suite in general. You could save a good bit of money, and you would be able to you'd be able to have the whole thing, all the paper, all the whole suite. Now, like I said, they are continuing the stamp set and the dies in the coming catalog, but they're not at the bundle price anymore. So there you go. If you would like to shop with me, you can shop. If you'd like to shop with me, this is one. This is the link. I will put it in. Well, it's in the comments, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Let's look at this one. That'll work. Will that work? I'm looking. I gotta make sure it works the way I expect it to work. But anyway, that's my shopping link. Or you can use the one that's my shopping link. If you want to see what's on my blog, if you want to check things out there, then this is how you contact me. This is the name of my blog, sassystampingwiththeresa.com. One of the exciting things I want you to see, I want you to be able to see here is I'm going to be doing a paper share. For those of you who are my customers or who don't work with another demonstrator, okay, I'm going to be doing a paper share. for the new catalog. There are 10 suites in the new catalog. And what I propose to do is take those 10 papers that are in those suites and offer a quarter of the, if it's a 12 by 12, it's going to be 1/4 of the package, which means you'll get 6 by 6 papers. If it's 6 by 6 paper originally, then you'll get a quarter of the package, which will be one of each. Usually one of each, I think. So if you want to check out all 10, I wish I had them already in, or some of them already in to share with you, but I don't. My order hasn't come in yet. But I'll show them to you next week. I'll show some of them to you next week. So you'll get a chance to see more what they're having, what they're going to have. But this gives you an opportunity to put paper in your hands, to check it out, to try it out yourself, to feel it, to see the colors in person, and to know if there's a particular area, particular color, particular set of papers or suite that you would like, that you would be particularly interested in. The second thing I wanted to tell you, that paper share is going to be $48 for a sample of all the suite papers, all the papers that are in a suite, except for 2 specialty papers. If you want to add the 2 specialty papers to it, that's another $6. Well, anyway, I'll put it on my blog. The 10 paper quarter pack is $48. And if you're going to add the specialty papers to it, it's a little bit more because there'll be more papers. I'm also looking at the possibility of doing a color club. We have 5 new colors coming when the catalog goes live. We'll have 5 new colors coming. And I wanted to offer you a chance to build your color collection without having to lay out all of it at once. So if you're interested in acquiring all 5 of the colors, the color club it'll be once a month. It's a $48 a month. I think that's what the computer too. That'll be in my blog too. For a set amount per month, you get the stamping pad, the classic stamping pad, the re-inker, an 1/8 of the colors and cardstock. You get, let me look here, half a pack of cardstock, 8 sheets of the in-color DSP, 1 6x6 of the glimmer paper, and 1 in-color spool. So that would be the ink pad, the re-inker, a half a pack of the cardstock of that color, 8 sheets of the in-color DSP, which is the pattern paper, 1 6x6 of the color glimmer paper, and a spool of that in-color ribbon. So if you're interested in stocking up on the new in colors, let me know. Just drop me a note here if you're interested in color or paper share. You can't pay for them yet. Can't do that until a week before they're available for me to ship them out to you or for me to order them. So it will be towards the end of April. I think it would be probably the 29th of April. You could make your first payment or whatever. Okay. So that would be nice to either get your paper share, that's a one-time thing, or join the Color Club. And that's a 5-month commitment. That's a 5-month commitment. There's 5 of the new in colors. And if you join the Color Club, the in Color Club, that's a 5-month commitment. And each month you get those items that I listed for the first color. The second month you get all those items for the second color. The third month, all those items for the third color. You get the idea. So let me know, so I'll be sure to have those on hand. And if you get to the point, if you get to the end of that and you've maintained all the way through, then at the end of that, I will send you the resin dots and the shimmer gems for the new colors as my thank you for that. So, as I said before, drop me a note if you have any questions. If I can help you out with a catalog, the new catalogs have gone out. I haven't heard from my customers yet that they did or did not get a catalog yet. So if you are one of my customers and you have not gotten your catalog, please drop me a note right there. All right. And so last but not least, we do have we've got the In Color Club that's going to be offered. We have the paper share that I'm going to offer. And you can look for the details for that on my blog at sassystampingwiththeresa.com. I'll send it out also on a newsletter if I can get that done. I'm trying to learn how to juggle all the different pieces of information gathering and sharing that I can. But for now, the central location to find out what's going on is going to be the blog. So that's what that is right there. sassystampingwiththeresa.com. You can go find the information yourself, or you can send me an email and ask me about it. So, thank you for joining us today. I'm glad that I was able to share with you. If you catch this just on the replay, that's awesome. Drop me a note and let me know that you were in here and having fun playing around with us and working with us, maybe even getting a card going. So I love you guys. I appreciate your business. I appreciate you trusting me. Let me know if there's something I can do as your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or if you need prayer, drop me a note. I'll be glad to pray for you. Have a good day, and I will talk to you later.